Well, hello, I am Mr. Wooten. You may not know who I am. I teach 8th grade math and science here at Oliver. I just wanted to take a minute to show you all how to get in to iReady and what all the different tabs and what all the different words like my path and time on task, what does that all mean? So the first thing you're going to do is log into Clever. Now I have Clever bookmarked here because I use it a lot, but you may not have it bookmarked. You may need to go to clever.com and click on login as a student. Once you log in as a student, it'll give you the option to log in with Office 365. Remember, Office 365, that's our username and password. It's the same as what we use to log into our email. It's the same as what we use to log into Schoology. Now, if you're already logged into your email or Schoology, it may give you this option to just pick an account, or you may have to type in your username and password again. Once Clever opens, you'll see iReady. Now, it may be down here in your top apps. What I did was I clicked this little heart and I added iReady to my favorites. That way I can access it without having to scroll down. But you may need to scroll down to top apps and click on iReady. When you click on iReady, it's going to log you in automatically. You won't have to put in any username and password. If it gives you a login screen, then you probably just typed in iReady.com and didn't log in through Clever. So make sure you're logging in through Clever and it'll get you there automatically. Now, the first thing I see here is My Path. My Path are lessons that iReady has picked out just for me based on the diagnostic test. Remember that diagnostic test we took way back in September? If you don't remember that diagnostic test, then you probably didn't take it. And when you log in, it's going to tell you to take the diagnostic test. But for everyone who did take the diagnostic test, it'll have My Path. My Path is a custom lesson picked out just for you. And that's what you're going to be working on when we tell you to work in iReady each day. Now at the bottom, there's a couple of tabs here. You see my to-do tab. That tells me my path lesson that I'm working on. Your teacher may also assign a lesson. If they do, you'll see that lesson over to the side. It'll say teacher assigned if they assign you something to work on. If they assign you something to work on that first, and then get started on my path. But there's some other tabs here you may not have had time to explore yet. Look at this one right here. This tab shows me some stats. So it tells me my time on task, how many minutes I've been actively working. Now, this only tracks if you're actively engaged in the lesson. So if I'm over here working in iReady, and then I click over to a new tab and I want to play some games, it's not going to track my time on task. It's going to stop counting the minutes. So make sure you're actively working, and you can check to see how many minutes you've been working. If it were Monday or Tuesday, 38 minutes, that's a great place to be. If it were Friday, I should have done more than 38 minutes in iReady by Friday, right? I can also see the lessons passed. So I've passed 4 lessons already. I'm on my way to getting my first star there, on my way shooting up the leaderboard there, and my streak. I have 4 lessons in a row passed. I can even click right here, completed work, and see those lessons. So you can see I did a great job understanding addition with integers. On subtraction with integers, though, I didn't do as well. I had a little bit of trouble with that. I got a 71%. I still passed, but I didn't do as well. But then I did some practice. I kept practicing on it, and I got all the way back up to 100%. And on my strategies, I got 100% again. So I didn't do too well on this lesson, but I kept practicing and was able to get some better scores and some better practice on those strategies for adding and subtracting integers. So I can also see right here, this third tab. This gives me some customization. I can choose a theme, what I want my background to look like. And once I've earned coins from completing lessons, I can buy a game. I can buy a game that I can play. Now, these games won't count as your time on task. They won't count towards your minutes each week. But once you've hit your goal, and remember our goal is 2.5 hours each week, that would be 120 minutes is 2 hours. Once you've hit your goal, then you can play some games. So hopefully this helps you learn some of the tools of iReady. Now it's time to get to work.